We're also going to use a foreguard all the way closed on the beard, the same thing we used on top. Before we line him up, we're going to make sure his hairline is nice and even with the foreguard closed. Now that we're done going against the grain on his hairline, we can move on to our gold FX and start off in the middle, working our way to the sides. You always want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then you won't line them up properly. Moving on to my C cup, I'm starting off at the bottom and working my way to the top arch using the corners of the blade. You also want to make sure you're going against the grain, especially if the hair is growing to the sides. Make sure to keep the corners and vertical bars as natural as possible. Nobody wants the corners too exaggerated. Now we're moving on to the C cup and we're starting off at the bottom and working our way to the top arch using its corners. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count. I'm 100% going to reply to you guys. We're going to use our no guard all the way open to start off the fading the sideburns. We're then going to move on to our one guard all the way open and arch the clipper at a certain angle. Now that we're done with the one guard, we're switching over to our 1.5 guard all the way open, which is equivalent to a 2 guard closed. Now that we're done fading the beard, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. When you're using the razor, you always want to make sure you stretch the skin with your opposite hand as much as possible, and also keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. don't forget to use shave gel on the bottom of the neck, especially if they have coarse hair. Moving on to the back, we're going to start off with our 3 guard all the way closed and debulk the back. This is going to help us create our silhouette and also clean up our canvas. Now that we're done debulking, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're then going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you detail and take your time as much as possible. Now we're moving on to our half guard and we're going to erase the line completely using our corners and its lever. Now I'm detailing as much as possible with my no guard all the way open. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. Again, we're going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up the line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Always use your opposite hands to either stretch the skin or comb the hair down. Before we use our clipper over comb, we're going to debulk with our 3 guard all the way open and use a comb to feed the hair into the clipper. Now that we're done debulking, we can move on to our clipper over comb and make the fade as smooth as possible. And make sure we leave as much weight as possible near the calic area. Now I'm making sure everything's nice and bald with my Gold FX. Before you begin your shear work, you always want to make sure the hair is nice and saturated on top, and you want to make your first guideline through the top of the capitus, working your way to the sides, connecting it to the fade. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count. I want to see who's really paying attention. Now that we're done with our shear work, we can move on to our Gold FX and line up the C-cups. I usually start off at the bottom and work our way to the top arch using the corners of the blade.